Hi everyone, I'm Jody. Today I'm going to present my IMA capstone project, Beware, Virtual Reality is Manipulating Your Behavior When People Are Around. The project starts with some concepts that interest me for long, say the self, human behaviors, personalities, etc. Since I'm also learning web space this semester, a rough idea about discussing the self in reality and virtual world gradually appeared. After a first round of literature review centering around virtual reality, I clarified the definition of some key concepts for my project, including virtual reality, presence, co-presence. Virtual reality in my project refers to more an experience than the machine or this headset technology we've heatedly discussed these days. And then I further researched into co-presence, especially in digitized human interactions. For the methodology, I first did some case studies about co-presence in three types of virtual reality applications. According to the specified definition, traditional screen-based live streaming also falls into the ideal of virtual reality. The sense of co-presence here is indeed quite strong, especially because the number of live audiences is always indicated on screens. However, because the elements of reality is overly demonstrated in this medium, say there is a real person talking in front of you, this form is not ideal to objectively investigate the differences of co-presence in virtual world and real world. The next case I studied is the video game Journey, which is also highly inspiring for my prototype design. This indie adventure game allows players to control an iconic road to travel through a desert towards the mountaintop. Throughout this lifetime journey, players might encounter with others unexpectedly. However, they could never communicate with each other directly via text or voice chat. The only form of communication is designed sound cue. Some people might argue that such design would reduce the interactability among players. However, such restrictions actually enhance the sense of co-presence and emotions through strong visual comparison and sign designs. It liberates the boundary between strangers, seamlessly connecting one player with another without providing any information from real life, say the name, the gender, the age, etc. However, because it is a video game, a task-oriented behavior motivation is highly determined at the very first beginning, which is definitely not what I want when investigating the influence of co-presence on normal behavior in virtual world. The last one is VR Chat. An online virtual world platform requires users to wear VR headsets. This type of application becomes especially popular because of the COVID, when people under quarantine could not hang out for fun, but could only turn to virtual entertainment with friends. Therefore, the sense of co-presence is almost become the purpose of people utilizing this medium. Besides that, the 3D avatars created by users highly indicate the real-life characteristics and could support lip syncing, eye tracking, and even directly speaking to each other. The design of such virtual world carries an intentional purpose of simulating the real world, therefore is not appropriate for my research goal as well. But still, the interaction designs are what I could refer to for my project. I then constructed a prototype of web-based virtual world using 3JS as my second part of methodology. Based on previous literature review and case studies, I designed the avatar as a randomly colored light with first-person perspective. Multiple users could join simultaneously with the help of Socket.io, but they cannot communicate directly. The idea of this prototype is that, because I don't give strong instructions, users are supposed to explore the world themselves at first. Then when they see other light moving around and gradually realize the presence of others, the changes in their behavior are what I'm mostly interested in. Will they behave differently? If so, are there any patterns lying in people with similar personalities or behaviors in real world? And what's the role of this web-based virtual world then? Therefore, I invited some people to experience this virtual world and then interview them. Questions related to real self includes how they behave when people are around, whether they change behaviors because of environment or because of their own feeling. And then for the prototype experience, I asked about what interests them most, say the avatar or the visuals, or maybe they try to figure out specific tasks. I also observed their reactions when they find other light in the space and asked about their self-reported reflections on the influence of the co-presence. Due to the time limit, I only interviewed 13 people so far, but I still got some preliminary results. Most of the people who are highly aware of or prone to avoid others in real world demonstrated an intention to explore other lights in this virtual world. The metaphorical presence of light is widely appreciated because, according to one interviewee, it reduces a sense of being observed by other people, even they know they're actually behind the screen. Some suggest different ways of indicating the co-presence, like abstract hints or icons whenever another user joins. One fun fact is that almost all interviewees prefer not to have the indication of user number, which according to them might destroy the immersiveness of this experience. Therefore, for next semester, I will first polish the visuals of this virtual world more delicately, and maybe add some background sound. Whether to make the avatar visible is another point that I hesitated when designing the prototype. And in terms of co-presence indication, I will try more special effects such as sound cues like Journey, or even some collaborative tasks to change the environment, according to another inspiring research paper. And that's basically it for my research capstone 1. Thanks for listening and see you all next semester.